Every video has to start off the same way. If you're gambling in a way that puts your financial situation into harm's way, please hit the back button. We can't have you hurting yourself. Our second game this week is going to be on the 3-unit line, and it is going to be the Chargers versus the Buccaneers. Now, can you name who's starting on the offensive line for the Chargers this week? I barely can. Everyone's hurt. Everyone on that offensive line is hurt, and they had enough problems with Derek Brown and Brian Burns last week with Carolina. And Carolina didn't necessarily play a very sharp game. And we just are going to continue to fade Herbert in this situation. The Tampa Bay defensive front is loaded with talent. They have JPP, they have Shaq Barrett, they have Vay, they have Sue. And what's more important in this game is that while the Carolina linebackers are a little bit of a struggling group, Levante David and Devin White, they can track Eckler all over the field. And that's going to take away one of the two options that Herbert's really looking at. Keenan Allen's still going to get his, but if you can't run the ball, and you can't run the ball very well against Tampa Bay, and if you don't have your check down option, Herbert's going to hold the ball too long. And this is going to be 2 weeks in a row where Tampa Bay is playing against a quarterback who's holding the ball too long. And Bowles' scheme is not one to take it easy on a young quarterback. They're going to send pressure at him. And this offensive line is hemorrhaged so bad that it's going to get home. Pretty much behind that defensive line, Devin White and Levante David are going to be there to clean up just about everything that Eckler can present, all the screens, all the checkdowns, all the easy outs for Herbert, which is going to limit this Chargers offense significantly. And this is another game where everybody's leaning on the under, and I completely agree, because I don't see how the Chargers offense is going to be able to manufacture the ball down the field. They struggled enough versus Carolina. Eckler really won the day for them. Between Eckler and Allen, they were able to move the ball, but they weren't able to string drives together with consistency. It really needed a splash play to get them into range to score some points where they were able to finish a drive or get themselves a field goal. On the other side of the ball, the Chargers defensive line has definitely been causing problems for teams this year, but the Tampa Bay offensive line has looked pretty solid. And even if the Chargers are able to present a good amount of pressure, this scheme, zone, Brady's comfortable with it. He knows how to pick it apart. He'll be finding Evans early and often, and they'll be able to work the ball down the field. The run defense hasn't really impressed me for the Chargers, despite the fact that their defensive line is playing well. And I expect Tampa Bay just to stay balanced and continue to, work towards being sharp, because they haven't really been sharp quite yet this season. And every single week seems to be a step in the right direction. So we will be taking Tampa Bay -7 for 3 units this week. And truly, we're just betting against Herbert. This week we look to get right back on the horse, start making some profits, and adding to our bankroll for the later stages of the season. Love you guys. We need you. Stay strong, and I'll see you on the other side.